Paris Olympics deliver huge ratings for. Before they fly out of Paris, the folks over at might want to swing by the region to stock up on its namesake export. According to ratings and internal data released, the company's coverage of the Paris Olympics was a smashing success, attracting an average total audience of 30.6 million viewers over the course of the 17-day event. That's up a stunning 82% over the delayed 16.9 million and ahead of the similar metric for the recent in 27.5 million and 30.3 million in final data per. It's a stunning win for owner Comcast, which, like other legacy media companies, has been struggling through the transition from linear broadcast and cable to streaming. Not only did linear properties turn in exceptional performances during the games with a halo effect for divisions such as, but subscription streamer Peacock dramatically improved upon its 2021 and 2022 performance covering the. While there were certainly hiccups, the overall reaction to the streamer's presentation of was positive. While the numbers were eye-poppingly good, says 23.5 billion minutes of coverage was streamed, most of it on. That is 40% more than the audience for the last two combined. On any given day, 4.1 million viewers streamed coverage of the, either via Peacock or the app. Some of that reflects the fact that offered more coverage this year and that subscriber base was bigger. But it's clear audiences were invested in them much more than during. To be sure, comparing this year's games to past ceremonies is not as simple as it once was, for a host of reasons. More viewership has shifted to streaming while, for the first time, broadcast events which took place in the evening Paris time live twice each day, first live during daytime hours here in the States and then again, in a repackaged form, in primetime. That's why, if you were to look only at same-day linear primetime ratings, the games versus Tokyo would look less impressive, while viewership would appear to be down versus many nights during. But you'd also be comparing scones to baguettes. Remember previously made audiences wait until primetime to watch big events rather than giving them a choice, while streaming options in the past were either less robust or non-existent. So, all the measurable viewership took place in one specific time frame. That's not the case in 2024, which is why now calculates average viewership by combining the audience for the network's live, daytime coverage of primetime competition in Paris viewership of the highly produced version of those same events broadcast at night, U.S. time, people who also streamed live via Peacock, and the primetime audience for events covers via its cable networks. Calls this combined ratings metric a total audience delivery rating, and by that yardstick, viewership is, as noted, up dramatically from Tokyo and exceeds other as well. While it's tempting to think is pulling some sort of ratings fast one, in this case, the network is very much justified going with something other than pure primetime numbers. Fact is, audiences in 2024 simply don't watch the way they did even 5 years ago. Streaming especially is a lot more dominant, and whether someone watched Work Her Magic at 1 p.m. in the afternoon or at 9 p.m. later that same night doesn't matter much to advertisers who, after all, are the reason ratings exist. Is there a chance the 2012 would have had even bigger overall numbers had shown the primetime events twice every day and had a streaming option? Of course. That's why historical comparisons are a tad inexact. But what is clear is that a ton of people watched this summer's, and those numbers were on par with how many people tuned in for past, super successful earned its gold.